What is up, everyone? I am TST's the Mudman, and today we have been blessed. All of the cards from Mortal Judgment, the new Gods Unchained set, have been spoiled, and we are going to look at all of them. I'm not 100% sure how this video is going to go. Maybe it's going to be one super video, maybe it's going to be 2 domains per video, maybe it'll be 1 domain per video. I'll have to figure that out in the editing process, but the thumbnail and title should have told you everything you need to know. I have looked at all the cards once, but I haven't done any deep dives yet, so it's pretty much just like a first impression type thing. But come on, let's jump right into the first god, which is Deception. Deception's got this like steal and strength plus playing 1-mana creatures from other domains things. Let's look at it. So the first card, Lethargy Mage, 3-mana guild creature. It's a 3/2. So far, stats aren't so good, but 3-mana guild creature's cool. Roar, give -1 strength to each enemy creature. So I'm not super sure how good this stealing strength thing is gonna be. If it's good, then this card will probably be good. Could make for some cool like Umber Arrow shenanigans. We'll have to see. But let's jump into the next one. We got the Odds and Ends Dealer, 5-mana 4/4 guild creature. Roar, give +3 strength to your creatures from another domain. Neutral is not a domain. So like I said in the beginning, there's a whole lot of like get random 1-mana creatures from other domains stuff going on, and this is like your payoff card. So if that archetype's good, then Odds and Ends Dealer, probably good. Let's see. Appeal to Mercy. 2-mana spell, summon 2 random 1-mana war creatures, give them +1 strength. That sounds pretty good. 1 card gets you 2 cards. The cards you get should be worth 2 mana, and you give them +1 strength, so it seems like plus value. Card seems pretty good. And if like the getting creatures from other domains thing is a thing, then this is definitely going to be a card that helps out a lot. Alright, but next up, we got Shakedown. 2-mana spell. Draw a card. If you control the creature with the most strength, draw another card. That's interesting. So, could be 2-mana, draw 2. That sounds really strong. It's impossible to know if Deception's going to be good at having big creatures yet, but could be nuts. Let's keep going. Breakneck speed. The article did say it would take a minute to get through all of it, so I think we're keeping the pace. Next one, Goblin Rally Boss, another 3-mana guild creature. Some more Desert Mercenary stuff. It is also a 3/2. It's got Tempt Fate, which is the most confusing of the new keywords. It's like some sort of buff. You can pick a single buff and you get it every time, or you can Tempt Fate. And it's like a coin flip. If you win the coin flip, you get 2 buffs. If you lose the coin flip, you get no buffs. I imagine you pick the coin flip option very rarely, and you pick the guaranteed buff every time. And if like Protected is one of those guaranteed buffs, then Tempt Fate will be really good. But I've went on quite a tangent. When this creature attacks, randomly summon a 1-mana creature from another domain. Interesting. First impression is 3-mana 3/2 is never gonna live. So unless like Hidden or Protected is one of those Tempt Fate options, that'll be really important for the Goblin Raid Boss thing. But next, we've got Glade Runner, which is a wild deception creature. It's like a bird. 3-mana 3/4 flank. Sorry, 3-mana 4/3 flank. Cool. Bound by Her Will. 3-mana spell. Take control of an enemy creature with 1 strength or less. Okay, and you take control of it forever. So this is, besides Umber Arrow, this is one of your incentives for taking things strength away. Stealing creatures forever, usually pretty good. That could be strong. This could be frustrating to play against. This is interesting. But next up, we got another guild creature, the Wandering Warrior. 4-mana 4/4, Roar. If you have no other friendly creatures, give +2 strength to this creature, so it can be a 4-mana 6/4 with no protective keywords. It doesn't sound very good. Sounds like when it's big, you have a really bad board state, and this is just gonna get killed by a Star Shard Bolt. Next up, we have Shadowstep Backstabber, an ode to Hearthstone. 1-mana Echo creature. If you are unaware, Echo will get you a 1-mana 1/1 copy with Soulless into your hand. So this is essentially 2 1-mana 1/1s with Roar, steal 1 strength from an enemy creature. If stealing strength is good, then this card's really good. It's 2 creatures for 1 card. It's just, it's positive. It's a good card. Next up, a 2-mana guild creature, a 2/1 with Echo. Roar, give -2 strength to an enemy creature. So 2-mana 2/1 with this effect is like pretty meh. Could be adequate, but a 1-mana 1/1 with this effect is probably pretty good. Like worst case scenario, it turns off like a Pyramid Warden. Seems decent. Aspect Juggler. He's cool. 1-mana 1/1 guild creature as well. Roar, summon a 1-mana creature from another domain. This is just really good, right? This has to be good. Because, your average 1-mana creature is going to be worth 1 mana. And then you just also get a bonus 1/1 on the side. So you're playing around Canopy Barrages and Underbrush boards automatically. This just seems like a good 1-mana creature. This is a strong card for sure. Alright, next one. Sneak a Peek. Another 1-mana spell. Look at the creatures in your opponent's hand. Give -2 strength to one of them. So you get a little bit of knowledge. You get to weaken a thing. Like, it's all going to come down to, like, is this lowering strength thing really worth it? Like, you can abuse it with armor. Deception's not, like, known for having armor, but they can have Guild Enforcer. So if you make everything 1 or 0 attack, then Guild Enforcer can't be killed. There's that 3-mana spell, Bound by Her Will, that's kind of nuts. There's Umber Arrows that are cool. I don't know, it seems like a pretty big effect for 1 mana. Being able to see every creature your opponent has, and then also turning one of them off, probably good. But, that's hard to evaluate. Let's see. Rollicking Lyricist. 2-mana 2/1 Tempt Fate Roar. Randomly summon a 1-mana creature from another domain. Alright, yeah, so this will be one... Really, this is just way worse than that Juggler, right? He's twice as much mana, he's only 1 more stat. But, like, it's that same stuff where if Tempt Fate can give you, like, Protected. We know it can give you, like, Afterlife Summon a 1/1. So, like, that's probably worth it. If this is a 2-mana 2/1 that makes another 1-mana creature and has another 1/1, like, in the back. Or if it can get Protected. If it can get Protected, then this card might be really good. But next, Ludian Thespian, 4-mana 3/1 with Echo and Tempt Fate, all the new keywords. Roar, give +3 strength to another one of your creatures. It just won. Okay, so the first variant, 4-mana 3/1, is horrible, but the 1-mana 1/1 version that gives something +3 attack is really good. That's another one that's tough to evaluate, because like the setup for the 1-mana card is horrible. 4-mana 3/1 with +3 strength, that's really weak. But then, like, I guess like it also has the Tempt Fate thing, so it's going to come down to what are the buffs from Tempt Fate. But the 1-mana card is like a much better version of Guildmate that also has the Tempt Fate thing going on. So we'll see. Next up, Team Up, 3-mana spell. Give Twin Strike, and at the end of your turn, gain Hidden to each friendly creature. That's interesting. So the end of your turn forever, your creatures get hidden? Yeah, you're giving them at an end of turn effect, so that's something. That could be like a really interesting, like, aggro card, just turn on solitaire mode. Alright, but next up, we've got Lady of Whispers. Excuse me. This is one of the cooler cards. 4-mana 4/4, no tribe. Roar, give +1/+1 to this creature for each of your other creatures from another domain. Neutral doesn't count. So this is your payoff for playing all those random 1-mana cards from other domains. If you have 1 card, it's a 4-mana 5/5, which is already pretty good. It's like Overgrown Rhino with no downside. And if you have any more than 1, it's just super good. Right? Like 4-mana 6/6, that's crazy. 7/7, crazy. So if that, like, get random 1-mana creatures from other domains archetype is good, which it seems like it's pretty good. It seems like most of those cards are 1 spell for, like, 2 creatures, or 1 card for 2 creatures, rather. So it sounds like a good archetype. This seems like a decent payoff card. It doesn't have any, like, protection. Like, it doesn't have ward or protected or hidden or anything like that. But it should be pretty big, if you play it on curve. So this could be a cool beat stick for that archetype. But next up, we've got Armory Heist, 5-mana spell. Give +2 strength to each of your creatures. Give -2 strength to each enemy creature. It's expensive. There's like cats in the picture, which is like convenient because my first thought is this is a nice way to buff up your Shadows of Lethanons more. I don't know. 5 mana, this seems kind of expensive. However, I don't know, like all these creatures go super wide. Maybe this card's really good. They are pushing like wide deception pretty hard in this set, so maybe this card's a good finisher. Only time will tell. Arms Dealer. That's the next card. 4-mana 4/4. Echo. Hidden for 1 turn. At the start of your turn, expend 1 mana. If you do, give your opponents, if you do, give your creatures +1 strength at the end of turn. Alright, so it's hidden, it's got Echo. At the start of your turn, you can spend 1 mana, and then it buffs your creatures +1 strength at the end of the turn. So it has to live, and then it buffs it at the end of the second turn. So it's really slow. It's cool because I don't think there's been cards in there's never been cards in Gods Unchained where you can spend mana like after you play a card, so that's super interesting. I'm not sure if the 4-mana 4/4 version is any good, but the 1-mana 1/1 version is probably pretty good. This is going to be one where we're not going to be able to evaluate until testing. But next one is Contract Broker, 1-mana 2/1 guild creature, Roar, summon a 1/1 Skulker, it attacks the weakest enemy creature. It sounds really good. Sounds like if you go first, it is 1 mana for a 3/2. It's like a better version of like Nimble Pixie or Card Shark if you're just going first. Or it's like a 1 mana like Little Baby Tempo Swing. This card seems strong. This is a good 1-drop. Protective Local, 3-mana 2/2 guild creature, so he's great for being cheapified by Desert Mercenary. His roar is give +1/+1 to the weakest enemy creature, and he has Echo. So, his first version is like a worse Felid Janissary, and his echoed version is like a slightly weaker Shield Bearer. Sounds broken. The card's probably really great. Now we have Corrupting Influence, a 2-mana spell. This card was revealed earlier. We're going to read it anyway. Summon 2 random 1-mana creatures from another domain, then tempt fate and apply the buffs to those creatures. This is really similar to one of the first cards we read. Let's see if we can scroll back up to it. This one right here, the Appeal to Mercy. Except it's probably better because +1 strength is minimal. Most 1-mana creatures have like low attack or low health anyway, so they're easy to remove. But if Tempt Fate gives you things like Warded, Protected, or Hidden, then it's probably really strong. You're getting 2 mana's worth of stuff, for 2 mana, so already good. You're getting 2 things for 1 card, so already plus value, and then those things get buffed. So this card seems really strong. That's a lot of stuff for 2 mana. Probably great. Beguiling Blade, 2 mana 1/2 with no tribe. Echo. Roar, this creature steals 1 strength from the strongest enemy creature. 2-mana version is definitely too slow. The 1-mana version is probably great. Like I've been saying this entire Deception time, I can't really get a good grasp on this stealing 1 strength thing. I think it's good because it's bigger than a 1-point swing. Like you're gaining a stat and your opponent's losing a stat. So, like that's kind of cool. Who cares? Next thing, Heroic Brawler, 5 mana 5/5. At the end of your turn, if this creature has the most strength, give +1/+1 to your weakest creature. So this includes opponent's creatures, right? So if my opponent has a 6/6, then the effect doesn't resolve. If the effect does resolve, it's good, because like a vanilla 5-mana creature is a 5-mana 5/6, and if this resolves at the end of your turn, it's a 5-mana 6/6, so it's immediately better than average, and then it can grow from there. It's going to come down to like, is Deception good at having big creatures, or is like Nature going to be dropping like 7 attack stuff in the early game? This will be like a meta dependent one, but still neat. Next up, Unlikely Pact. Add 3 1-mana war creatures, but this time to your hand, not on the board directly. So out of these cheap spells that like get 1 mana creatures, this one's probably the weakest because of the way they're not in play. But you know, who knows? It's a good amount of reload, right? 3 mana for 3 cards. Pretty good. 20-sided mace. 3 mana, 2/2 relic. When you summon a creature from another domain, give it +1/+1. This seems really good. Deception doesn't have like a ton of relics already, so it's not like Magic where new relics have to compete with like the other great relics. And like this one can take 1 value trade and then just keep existing for the rest of the game and buff your stuff indefinitely. Like it never loses durability. It can just buff forever. This card seems really, really good. This card makes me want to play this 1 mana random domain stuff archetype. This is really good. That 4 mana 4/4 is really good. That odds and ends thing is really good. This archetype seems like it's gonna work. I think this is cool. This is a dope card. Really cool art, really strong looking. It's like Serene Blade, but forever. And better, because it can attack once. But, whatever. I like a Scarlet Thief. I like this card. 3 mana, no tribe, 1/4, Echo. At the end of your turn, this creature steals 1 strength from the strongest creature and gives it to the weakest creatures. This is like Robin Hood. This is the end of every turn. This card's probably good. Yeah, it just every turn it makes your opponent's side of the board weaker and your side stronger. If you want to play this and the Echo copy in 1 turn, it's only 4 mana, which is like super doable. This card seems strong. This is another one. This like it's a legendary, so it's obviously supposed to be good, but this is like helping push that Steel and Strength archetype as well. Like if you have this that can go off every single turn, it makes you feel way better about running like those Umber Arrows, like Bound by Her Will, that Onyx guy that kills things with 1 or less strength. Seems good. But next up, we got Pietro, Merry Bandit, 4 mana 1/1. So far, horrible, laughable stats. This guy's effect better be good. Roar. Randomly summon 2 1 mana creatures from another domain. Give hidden to each of your friendly creatures. Interesting. So he is a 4 mana 1/1. He gets you a bonus 2 mana's worth of stats, 2 mana's worth of random stats. They could be bad. So you can argue he's like a 2 mana 1/1 with the secondary effect of giving things hidden. This card will only be good if you like do like a setup turn, right, where you like play a bunch of random things from another domain, you hide them all, and then you play that like odds and ends dealer to buff. But like 4 mana 1/1 in stats, like this is hard to overlook. Those stats are so horrible. He doesn't even have Echo. I don't know, I'm not feeling too bullish on Pietro the Merry Bandit. But there's 1 card remaining for Deception, and it is Galatea, Unyielding Friend, 5 mana 3/7. There have been very few high mana cards in Deception. Hold on, let me take a quick tangent. Yeah, is 5 mana the most expensive Deception card in the set? This is 5 mana. That's 5 mana. This is 5. Yeah, wow, 5 mana, the most expensive Deception card in the set. That's crazy. Deception's going hard aggro in the new times. But anyway, Galatea, Unyielding Friend. 5 mana, 3/7, Roar. Add a random friendly 1 mana creature to your hand. When you play a creature from another domain, give it +1/+1. So, same effect as the 20-sided mace. However, you do get a 1 mana creature. This one seems slow? I don't know. His stats are decent. Like, 7 health's hard to deal with. That's the big issue. So you can pip this out on turn 4, and it's pretty hard to deal 7. This seems like a worse version of the mace. This probably, like, I don't know, if this, like, getting other domains thing is good, this probably sees play. It's probably not going to be, like, the star of the show, though. He's interesting. He's unyielding, that's for sure. But that is the end of Deception. Seems interesting. Very aggressive. Both the new archetypes being pushed, the Steel and Strength / the getting random creatures from other domains, they both seem interesting. They both seem strong. I'm definitely excited for Deception, but let's keep this going. Jump into the next god. It's gonna be Death. Hey, you! Did you know that subscribing to the TST YouTube channel will increase your win rate by 6.9%? So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. And while you're at it, equip Scythe of the Harvest and attack the like button directly in the face. Bye-bye!